Today, I'm excited to welcome back Marc from GoalKeeper to chat about his musical career and their new EP, Pins and Needles. Marc, welcome back to Totally Music. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Mark. I play guitar and goalkeeper, and I appreciate you having us back on. It was awesome the first time. So, like we were saying before, it's really exciting to get to talk and at least see each other versus the written interview.
And it's great to have you back on. So it was the start of 2023 when we last spoke. How's your musical journey been since?
Pretty cool, actually. We did a lot of touring, and we pushed ourselves a lot with that. So going to a lot of new places and trying to make ourselves like a mainstay in certain areas, especially in the States. And then we just got back from a 3 week tour with our friends in Calling All Captains, where we got to actually go to Canada for the first time,
No.
which was really exciting. The shows were awesome. But yeah, it's really cool. 2023 feels so long ago.
No, it sounds good. So you've released your new EP, Pins and Needles, on the 4th of October. Would you like to tell us about it?
Yeah, so it's our first independent release in a little bit, which was really exciting to do. Just the three of us navigating everything, no business or music reps or anything like that. And we wanted to do something different. We wanted to be, everyone kind of notices us as like the up the middle pop punk band that's like really optimistic and happy. And so we wanted to push ourselves to touch on emotions we feel like we haven't really done before and also match the tonality of the music with those lyrics too. So there's a lot more of like a darker vibe to the EP overall.
And so what's your favorite song from the EP and why?
Uh, I mean, I would say it's a tie between Black Hole and Salem Weather. I think Black Hole it's just for us, I feel like one of our strongest songs we've ever written, just from the lyrics, the music, and everything. But Salem Weather was a labor of love, as they say. It took a long time to finish that, and when it did, we were really excited for it. Um, so yeah, so I'm gonna say those two just for different reasons.
So what are your favorite Sarah lyrics from the EP and why?
I would say in Salem Weather, probably the chorus. Anyone who wants to go check it out. But like the one lyric is uh, I used to bring it back to the way I used to believe I had loved ones who had faith in me. And, it's kind of, we've been doing this for a little bit. And so we've seen a lot of like friends and supporters like kind of come and go. And sometimes it can feel like you're trending backwards even when you're not. Um, so I think that was like a really hit home lyric that we're really excited about.
So which song did you find most challenging to write and why?
Salem Weather. Um, the chorus went through like four or five different versions. The verses went through different versions lyrically. We didn't even have a bridge until we started recording the song. So that like I was saying earlier, that was a labor of love that really needed a lot of work, a lot of sitting down, a lot of frustrations, back and forth conversations of where to take it. And yeah, we're overall really excited where it ended up.
Good. And so how did you come up with the artwork for the EP?
To be honest, so our friend Kevin, he plays guitar and Hit the Lights and bass in Joywave. He also has the art page True Love PNG on Instagram. Check it out. Shout out to Kev. So he's actually been our producer for almost every release we've had up until this one, just because schedules and everything didn't really line up this time around. But we still wanted to include him in the process, and we said, "Hey, man, here's the EP. Listen and just kind of figure out, like, kind of just get inspired, please." Um, we trust him. He's been with us since 2018. He's the first like person in the music industry who like ever like believed in us, and we've always trusted his guidance of like where to go and a direction to take merch and art and music and lyrics. So we were very much like, "Hey, man, we trust you. What you got?"
I like that. So have you learned anything from creating the EP that you feel like it will help your music in the future?
Yeah, we're trying to incorporate a lot more dynamics into our songs. and finding a still just continuing to find a way to make the three of us sound really big. For those who don't know, it's just the three of us that perform live. There's no backing tracks. It's just one guitar, bass, drums, and vocals. And so with the dynamics of this EP, it's teaching us how to bring a bigger sound live to where well, we don't, maybe we don't necessarily need that stuff. We just want to make sure we just sound like a huge like wall of sound. And writing this EP showed us how to do that. We feel like even more effectively than we have been doing.
Nice. So what memories will you take away from the creation of the EP?
Finishing the chorus to Salem Weather like the day before we actually finished the studio. Um, I mean, I think the one of the best memories I had was it was me and our producer Nick. So for those who don't know, Nick Bruzzese of The Story So Far and Man Overboard produced and engineered this EP, and he also did I Wish I Met You Sooner. And when we were working on guitars, it was just me and him locked away in the studio and just like really working it out. And a lot of the ideas that we were both just like kind of ping ponging back and forth. I think that's like one of the like best memories of creating the EP. That at least for me, I'll let Ryan and Cody speak on their personal memories, but for me, it was just like it just felt like I don't know why I felt different than previous releases, but it just felt like such a moment, especially when we were like listening back to all the layers we added to the songs to really bring out what we were trying to like sonically capture. And I would say like the best memory was our hometown show. So on the tour with Calling All Captains, we played Philadelphia on the release day of the EP,
Nice.
and everyone already knew the lyrics and were going crazy. So I think like for me, post release that's like the best memory of just the fact that we could drop something and within 18 hours, 15 hours, people already knew the words and going crazy like they've heard them 100 times. So
I like that. Sounds good. So finally, what's next for you?
we are writing new music. We are going to the studio in January to record another EP. We have a single that we are wrapping up that didn't make this EP. It didn't really fit the vibe, but we are really excited for it. It's really heavy. So we're gonna drop that early next year, and then right now we're just working on touring plans. Where can we go and what opportunities are out there. So hopefully we'll have some stuff locked in by the end of the year. And like I said, new EP and yeah, new music for sure next year.
Yes. I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming for you. So a massive thank you to Marc for joining me on Totally Music. If anyone would like to check out GoalKeeper's music, I'll leave all the links in the description below for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So what do I